Hey there, Cedric here. How y'all doing? Just wanted to do a quick video, a film review, another film review. This one is on a movie called The Warrior's Way, alright? And the main character is played by a guy named Jang. And his character, Yang, is an assassin. Deadliest assassin, okay? He's become the most deadliest swordsman in the world. He has been trained, and he's just a complete badass, alright? Now this movie, I really like it, okay? It's similar to a live-action anime or something like that, where you've got these guys who have been trained so deeply and so hard, they can do amazing jumps and perform amazing feats, okay? I like that. You know, I really like how this was done. Now, it starts off, and I'm going to attempt to not do real spoilers, you know. I'm just going to give you what you're going to find out anyway if you watch for 5 minutes. I won't spoil the story. Yang is supposed to be hunting down the rivals of his clan or gang, whatever you want to call it, the Sad Flutes. And I will tell you why they're called the Sad Flutes. I will, because I love that. But I'll get to that in a moment. Now, their rivals, they want to kill them, every last one of them. You know, man, woman, and child. So Yang just decimates this army of their rival ninja or whatever they are. He just goes to town, you know. It's all swords. You know, there's no laser guns or anything. You get some firearms later on. This is set in the Wild West, you know, those times. Well, he kills them all, and then he meets the man who is considered the deadliest swordsman ever. And he defeats him. Yang defeats the man. Now Yang is the deadliest swordsman ever. And the last member of the enemy clan turns out to be an infant girl. And he can't kill her. He can't. She laughs. And that laugh breaks through, because that's not him anyway. He had nowhere else to go. And he ends up with this group of assassins, and their leader, the leader of the Sad Flutes, just attempts to take away all of Yang's humanity. Kill what you love. Kill your heart, he tells him, and takes away everything good. And here, of course, you know, I'm seeing a metaphor for the sins of the father, how we're shaped and everything by the adult figures in our young lives. Very excellent story, okay? So he decides he's going to protect this little girl, and he heads for America, because that's far away from the Sad Flutes. And you know, there is a certain level of magic involved in the movie. Not abracadabra, expectorum patronus and stuff like that, but a more subtle kind of magic, like the leader of the Sad Flutes is waiting to figure out where Yang is, and the only way they'll be able to tell is by, if Yang draws his sword, then this boss will hear all the souls screaming, all the souls that Yang has taken, screaming from his sword. So he's got a little tack weld on his sword, you know, to keep it in the sheath, and like that. So that's a really cool aspect of it that's incorporated. Well, Yang is cruising along through the desert, and he comes upon this little half-assed town where it's this traveling circus just stopped traveling, and it's a bunch of yahoos and freaks and everything. But he ends up there because his friend had told him about the place, and his friend was another guy from China there. So anyway, Where was I? Okay, so Yang strolls into town and ends up taking over the laundry, and there's a little bit of a love interest, but there's no sex. You know, it's all very much focused around fighting back against the evil that attempted to shape us when we were young, the evil that took away the beauty, took away our smile. There's awesome fights, really awesome fights in this movie. The sword work is really cool. I love the movements, you know, really smooth, subtle, not overdone. What you got going on? Not overdone at all with the combat scenes. I just flat out love it. You'll really like the scenes where the cowboys come riding in. These are bad guys, and when they go up against the sad flutes, you know, it's you know, sad flutes are getting shot, cowboys are just getting nutted and gutted and everything, you know. Really awesome fight scenes. I like how they incorporated the you know, circus freaks and goofballs and stuff. You know, you've got the guy that breathes fire, he spits fire on one of the cowboys, and all kinds of cool stuff. I won't tell you who dies, but I was kind of sad about one of the characters who dies. It kind of bummed me out. But that's part of the story, you know. You get someone else to rise up in their place. But I really, I can't say enough about the movie. The fight scenes are, you know, like especially with the swords. Okay, when there's sword fighting going on, it's very much like some of the anime that you'll see, you know, like, what was it, Ninja Scrolls, and like that. You get some really cool scenes, and they're just brought to life, and the entire feeling of the movie is very much an escape. Very excellent. It drew me in, and I wanted to stay. I didn't want the movie to be over. The character Lynn is very well done. You don't know what drives her until later on, and then a lot makes sense. That at first you're thinking, "No, what is this? Is this just some kind of knucklehead, you know, a little bit overgrown kid, or what?" But it's super excellent movie. Geoffrey Rush is in there. Of course, you remember him from Shine, and where he played David Helfgott, the pianist, mentally ill pianist. He was also in the Pirates from the Caribbean, and he's been in a few other things. He's a really good actor, and he played his part really well. He's a drunk and everything, so he really did that well, as he plays every role well. Now, this movie was made in 2010, and it doesn't have a very good rating, really, a 6.3 on that IMDb, but I sometimes wonder if the majority of the people who rank these movies or whatever, or grade these movies, aren't perhaps taking themselves a little too seriously, because this movie was amazing on many different levels. Again, you know, as you watch this, you're seeing layer after layer unfold, and man, the movements, you know, just when they're fighting, it's very simple with the swords. It's not a bunch of clang, clang, clang nonsense, because that's not what you're doing in a sword fight. That shit can't be perpetuated. That's not real. You know, it's a couple of moves and then just boom, you know, someone's dead or dying. And the way that he uses the katana, very excellent. You know, using it just perfectly. Perfect movements this actor did excellently, so that really brought the character to life for me. You know, and again, if I review a film and I tell you, hey, this was a great movie, I want you to know that that's coming from my view, and I want you to understand my biases as well. You know, let me see if I can think of any negatives about the movie. You know, I really can't. There's nowhere in the movie where I look away. The entire movie lives and breathes like a single organism, which I believe is what makes that excellent escape for us, you know, and that's what this movie is. And if you really look, you know, and you really watch, then you understand that we're looking at defeating the darkness that wasn't our darkness to begin with. And that's what he does, that's what Lynn does, that's what they all do. They beat back their own demons in this movie, and it's really awesome. The Warrior's Way, it's free on Amazon Prime, if you've got Amazon Prime, and I'm sure that you can find it on Netflix. It's an absolutely excellent movie. I can't recommend it enough. And that's it. I'm probably going to do a film review on Equilibrium. I'm not going to tell you my thoughts on that one, you know. I mean, until I get to the review itself. So that's it. I'm really glad that y'all came by. I appreciate you very much. Remember, you live free and punch hard, okay? And be good to yourself because you're worth it. Yeah. And samurai hard. Man, what a cool movie. I got to step around my doggy, so. Ha, ha, ha. I loved it. I kid you not, I've watched the movie 5 times. 5 times. While I'm weaving rope and everything. So check it out, alright? I dig you all. Be good to yourselves. You hold your heads up high. And just be fierce in the defense of your spiritual turf, okay? Because you are worth it. And I dig you. I'll catch you later. Go watch a good movie. Bye.